Hello, Patrick. Nice class. It was a really good class we had last week. I just wanted to do the video tutorial we talked about. This will serve as a little class for you to compensate for the missed class of the week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a few things and just work on them. All right. First thing I'm going to go through is the strumming style or the strumming pattern on Ode to Patrick, your song. All right. So we had the A minor seventh, and then we had the E minor seventh. We went back to the A minor seventh. We did a quick G minor seventh, and when we go back to the A minor seventh. The thing that I noticed about this song, and a couple of things in general, I think the right hand is strumming a little bit too hard. Okay, so when you're strumming, when that happens, it's almost like the fingers are digging into the strings, and it messes up the beat. It causes you to be kind of behind the beat a little bit. Okay, and along with that, the consistency of the beat or the timing of it, it's hard to maintain that. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to keep that going. I'm going to play it maybe like a medium speed, so like that. I'm going to mute the strings with my right hand, so you don't want to go, you don't want to put a lot of energy in it. You're still gonna use energy. It's just lightly touching the strings. Okay, so and what I'm using my my ring finger, my middle finger, and my index finger or my pointer finger, and I'm just and I'm using my thumb, of course, for the bass line or the root, right? So right, and then I go the E minor. All right, so that's all I'm doing. And it should almost be kind of effortless after a while, but take it slow. All right, so if you hear this, that's okay too. But you don't want to go, you don't want to do that. You want to at least hear a little something, because the rhythm is almost like a beat as well. It's like matching the beat. All right, so if I didn't have a drum behind me or a drum machine, you could hear a beat going on when you're strumming. It's all in the strum. All right, so that's one thing that I noticed. And keep in mind that it's A minor seventh, it's E minor seventh, G minor seventh, and back to the A minor seventh. All right, and you don't have to go, you don't have to do that. Just kind of keep playing around with it. Okay, so that is the gypsy jazz. And the other thing, I'll hit just a few chords. Maybe I'll do like A minor seventh and a D minor seventh. We're gonna work on the reggae patterns as well, okay? Because that could be a bit tricky. So when you do the reggae pattern, it's the bass, right? And then you strum up. Like that. So when you strum up, it's the same thing. You don't want to dig your fingers into the strings. You want to just like that, right? And that's all you want to do is just kind of move your fingers. You know, just move your fingers right there. And the tension, once you hit the bass line, right? The wrist is coming up, and when it comes up, see that? The wrist is coming up, and the fingers are kind of following it. It's almost at the same time, but the wrist is just like a millisecond faster, right? And that's all you want to do. All right, and what I'm doing after I do the two strums, I'm using my thumb, and I'm not making any sounds with tones. I'm just kind of I'm hitting the strings that I would be strumming on. So the first, second, and some of the third string, and the sixth string. That's what I'm doing. All right. So the reason I'm showing you these two is when you're practicing, you will know that you have something good when it sounds like there's different instruments going on. It sounds like you're playing a bass, you're playing a rhythm guitar, and there's some kind of a strumming or a beat going on in the background. Maybe someone's hitting like just a little drum in the background, or maybe even clapping with something like drumsticks sometimes. So that's how you know it's sounding the way it should sound. Now, what you can also do to test this you're practicing out to make sure you're coming right along with it is record yourself. Just use your cell phone to record yourself and just listen to it. Right? Walk away from the cell phone for a while and then go back to it. Maybe give yourself 20 minutes and then go back to it and turn it on and play the recording back. That way it will give you a nice objective perspective on your practicing methods. It should sound like there's different things going on at once. Like you have a couple of people playing with you, right? And that's how you know, oh wow, this is coming right along. Again, you can also listen to the texture of your strumming as well. You'll know. You'll be able to hear all those little things going on on the recording itself. Okay, so having said that, work on your modes as well. Okay, because we've been playing a lot of things like I've been playing a lot of. Been playing a lot of those rhythms. Now, when I play those rhythms, what goes with those rhythms are those opens. Right? Practice those open strings. It blends in pretty well, and you'll get a good sense of where you are. You do it at times, but I want to hear that more, just a little bit more. Play around with it slowly. One at a time. You can hit the note first and then hit the string underneath it. And then right? Play around with it. The key to doing that is just play slowly. Just play it very slowly. All right, when you play it slowly, you're going to understand the whole concept of that genre of music. Okay, because blues, it's a genre of music that you're supposed to be feeling the music, and when you feel, you absorb. Right? When you reflect it, you're giving out the understanding of what you just took in, right? So it's like a give. I mean, a receiving and giving forth, right? So that's the communication going back and forth. Because, in all honesty, the blues playing method went through a lot of changes, but one thing was for sure: it was about communication. That's what it was about. So work on that. The reason I'm kind of stressing these things, try not to just scroll through the video and go fast forward. because these are specific things that I'm noticing in the playing that might be holding you up. And not just music. It could be a lot of different things. Because music, we are music, right? We are the sound, we are the tone. So it could be in the way that we do things. We might jump the gun with certain things. We may do things too tough. We might have to like chill out a little bit and be calm and flow with things. All right. So this is why I'm going through that whole blues method and the gypsy jazz and all those things. Go through it slowly, because when you do that, you're going to see, whoa, I'm going too tough on the strum of these strings. Let me lighten it up. When you do that, you'll see, whoa, this is a lot easier. I think I've been going about things too hard, you know. That. You know, build it up. Take your time and build up those patterns, right? Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to hear those subtle changes that you're going to be doing within the scale, and you'll make your own song. You'll make your own phrases. It's like learning how to speak, right? So, in a nutshell, just take your time and feel the notes as you're playing them. All right? Now, if you notice, the first time I played that, I did one of those, but it was controlled. It was controlled. That was tough right there at the end. But I understood the concept, right? And if I should hit it hard at one point, I can make that fit, you know, with the other chords. So just play around with these things. And if you have any questions, let me know. Practice these methods, and we're going to cover a lot of different songs, especially like the ones that we're doing now with Cat Stevens and your song, the Patrick song, the blues songs. But we're going to start making things. We're going to do more of those things, okay? Because it's time to get the theory together. Get the theory going so that you can really start to experiment with different things. And in doing that and forming your own songs, what will happen is you will understand what a lot of the artists that you like to cover, where they might have been going in their thinking when they came up with their songs, right? You know, there's covering songs. That's a good thing, but you should always have an understanding of how you do things, your own identity in your playing, before you cover other people's songs. You know, so all right. So I'll go more into that. I just wanted to add that bit of information. Anyway, I will see you. I think it's Tuesday, either Tuesday or Thursday. All right. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will get back to you. All right. So have a nice week until I see you again. All right. Thanks a lot. God bless.